Hi everyone, welcome to my week 36 pregnancy update. I can't believe 36 weeks has gone so fast now, it's crazy. I'm doing good. Things that have happened this week. For those of you who didn't watch my midwife update, I went to see the midwife on Monday, just gone, and where are we now? We're Thursday now, so yeah. On Monday, my midwife checked my urine. My urine was fine. My blood pressure was fine. My fundal height was measuring 35 weeks, and so I was 35 weeks, so I was measuring spot on. She felt the baby, and the baby's head was engaged, or 2/5 engaged. So she said she can just feel just about the top of his head. So that was really good. I'm glad about that. Apparently with second time babies, the head doesn't usually engage until right before labour or later on. So it's engaged, the baby's head engaged quite early really. But I wouldn't say it's early for me, because with Morgan I had him at 37 weeks and his head was already engaged by like 35 weeks. But because it's my second pregnancy, I was surprised after what I've heard. My headaches are dying down a bit. Last week I suffered terrible headaches and I thought I might have a high blood pressure or protein in my urine, but it was nothing. So she said maybe it's due to you not drinking enough, so I'm trying to drink more. I'm 12 stone and 41 inches around the belly. With Morgan I was 13 stone by now, so an extra stone heavier. But I was sat down a lot more and eating a lot more, and I had a lot more puffiness and water retention towards the end. So it's a bit different with this pregnancy. For the last couple of days I've been feeling pressure down there. At the front more, if you know what I mean girls, pressure by there. Obviously it always feels like he's on my bladder, but now it's getting even more worse. Just when you thought it couldn't get any more worse, it does. Literally want to go for a wee all the time. What else? So I've been feeling pressure and I've been having a lot more pains, like period aches, Braxton Hicks that last 2 hours and are stronger. Yesterday morning, this is really TMI, I lost a clump of clear mucus, but I wouldn't like to say it's my mucus plug, because I know mucus plug has to be quite a lot bigger or thicker. It was probably a small amount of my mucus plug, so at least I think I'm losing bits at a time or something, I don't know, but that's a little bit of movement. So with the pressure, the aches and pains, like period pains more than anything, which is nothing really, you know, nothing to get too excited about, but considering I had Morgan naturally, well I naturally went into labour at 37 weeks, you know, excuse me, I'm kind of thinking, well, things could be happening now really, because if you go early with your first baby, it's like you're likely to go early with your second, or so I've heard. So if you're on baby number 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 maybe, did you let me know, like did you go early with your second or later? I've tried to look it up on the internet and a lot of people do go early. So my appetite's up and down really. Sometimes it decreases and sometimes it's like sky high. No cravings really, just the usual. I'm tired all the time. I find I am sleeping is not a problem, but it's different now because I find when I'm turning I'm really aware of trying to turn because it's so uncomfortable to turn. I wake every night between 2 and 3 to go to the toilet, and then obviously my son Morgan wakes me up about 7 in the morning, so I am sleeping, then I just find I'm like really fatigued and tired all the time. I won't know what tiredness is until this baby comes along, but everything's good. It's just a waiting game now. I know I'm not at my due date, but I'm just not expecting to go to 40 weeks because I didn't with Morgan. So we'll see. We might have a shock of our lives and I might end up going overdue. But at the moment we're all on pins, my family and Justin, waiting for anything to happen to go into the hospital. So we'll see if I make it to 37 weeks. I'll just show you my belly. Just over here because I'm like right by the window. So I'm starting to feel big now because my hips are so small and everything else is so small. My belly just looks really big. So I'll see you next week if I make it to 37 weeks. When do you think I will go into labour is the question. Thanks for following me, you guys. Bye.